Among all of the colonial empires in the world, the French remains the only colonizers to maintain significant influence over its former colonies. Recently, the citizens of these African nations once ruled by the French have risen to take a stance against their former colonizers, seeking total independence from them. The question arises, what egregious practices by France have led to this widespread resentment among its former colonies? Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has long been shedding light on France's alleged wrongdoings, and following the Niger coup some of her statements have gained considerable attention. Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has consistently expressed her concerns regarding the mistreatment of Africans by France. She has consistently criticized France for its perceived exploitation of the African nations. According to her assertions, France benefits disproportionately from African resources compared to the local populations. Meloni contends that addressing the issue of illegal immigration necessitates putting an end to the exploitation of Africans and allowing them to break free from these exploitative practices.
Questo è un bambino che lavora in una miniera d'oro in Burkina Faso. Il Burkina Faso è una delle nazioni più povere del mondo. Per il Burkina Faso, che ha l'oro, la Francia stampa moneta coloniale. In cambio pretende che finiscano nelle casse del tesoro francese il 50% di tutto quello che il Burkina Faso esporta. L'oro che questo bambino si infila in un cunicolo per tirare fuori finisce per lo più nelle casse dello Stato francese. Allora la soluzione non è prendere gli africani e spostarli in Europa, la soluzione è liberare l'Africa da certi europei che la sfruttano e consentire a queste persone di vivere di quello che hanno.
Emmanuel Macron ci ha definiti vomitevoli, cinici, irresponsabili. E qui la stampa italiana a dire, hai visto che ha detto Macron, che siamo irresponsabili. Vergogna. Irresponsabile Emmanuel Macron sono quelli che hanno bombardato la Libia perché gli dava fastidio che l'Italia avesse un rapporto privilegiato in campo energetico con Gheddafi, esponendoci al caos migrazione nel quale ci troviamo. Cinici Emmanuel Macron sono i francesi che mandano la gendarmerie a rispedire indietro qualunque immigrato tenti di passare il confine a Ventimiglia. Ma soprattutto, perché le cose vanno raccontate come si deve, vomitevole è chi... Buono, che lo vuoi tu? Ci hai mai tolto il pathos? Vomitevole è chi, come la Francia, continua a sfruttare l'Africa stampando moneta per 14 nazioni africane sulle quali applica il signoraggio, facendo lavorare bambini nelle miniere, estraendo materie prime come accade in Niger, dove la Francia estrae il 30% dell'uranio che gli serve a far camminare le centrali nucleari e il 90% dei nigerini vive senza elettricità. Non ci venire a fare lezioni, Macron, perché l'Africa scappa da voi e la soluzione non è spostare gli africani in Europa, è liberare l'Africa da certi europei. Non accettiamo lezioni.
France has faced allegations of instituting unjust agreements between itself and African nations. One such policy is the purported imposition of a colonial tax ostensibly tied to the benefits reaped from colonization. This implies that newly independent nations are required to reimburse the expenses incurred by France for constructing infrastructure during the colonial era. Another policy causing significant disagreement involves the appropriation of national financial reserves. Under this arrangement, African countries are mandated to deposit their financial reserves with the Bank of France. Consequently, France has effectively maintained custody over the financial reserves of 14 African countries since 1961, which include Benin or Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, Ivory Coast, Mali, Niger, Senegal, Togo, Cameroon, the Central African Republic, Chad, Congo, Brazzaville, Equatorial Guinea and Gabon. Notably, in 2019 a proposal emerged from 8 African countries advocating for the withdrawal of their currency reserves from the French central bank. Another substantial point of contention between France and its former colonies revolves around the matter of raw materials and resources. Among these, the Sahara nation stands out as one of the world's significant uranium producers, serving as a major supplier of uranium to the European Union, particularly France. With the crisis intensifying in Niger following the recent coup d'état, there is a growing sense of apprehension within Europe regarding uranium exports from Niger, a prominent uranium producer. Globally, it is believed 1 in every 3 light bulbs in France is powered by uranium sourced from Niger, yet in Niger, nearly 85% of the population remains without access to electricity. Despite Niger having gained its independence in the 1960s, France continues to wield significant influence within the country, effectively maintaining a quasi-monopoly on accessing its natural resources. Since the discovery of uranium in Niger, a substantial portion of the ore has been exclusively exported to France for over 4 decades through Areva, the French state-owned nuclear power company. Surprisingly, this arrangement has led to uranium mining contributing only around 5% of Niger's national gross domestic product. Considering Niger's vital role in supplying raw materials to France at a notably low expense, it might be expected that France would have shown greater commitment to Niger's development. However, Niger remains entrenched among the most impoverished nations in Africa. The surge of anti-French sentiments is hardly astonishing, given that the ongoing collaboration and engagement with France have failed to yield any favorable outcomes, instead exacerbating the challenges faced by former French colonies. Do you think France is to blame for Niger's economic situation? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to the African Stand channel for more exciting future videos. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter at African Stand to stay up to date on breaking political, entertainment and lifestyle news from the continent. That's all for now. Bye bye.